Hi Aries, thanks for joining me. Andy here. Let's do some tarot cards for the sign of Aries. And this week we'll make it all about the summer solstice, which is of course on the 21st of June 2019. But the best time to watch these readings, as I'm always saying, is when you're drawn to watch them, friends. Okay, so, right, three cards have actually fallen out there. I was going to shuffle a bit more, but they're ready to get started already. Okay, first card. And 10 of Cups here. Right, so Cups energy, it's water signs, it's Pisces, it's Cancer, it's Scorpio. And I'm actually seeing the rather sort of crabby side of Cancer coming around this card. I'm not sure why yet, Aries, but we will find out as we go. On the face of it, very, very positive card though. There's a lot of joy in it. The sky is looking a little bit blood red there, but more like the higher heart chakra pink colour than anything else. So that's looking really positive, actually, and that's looking like love might very well be around. You know, love is actually always around. It's just that so many of us spend so much time trying to tune it out, and that would be a mistake. But the Queen of Cups here, she's a character who she's not a real deep thinker. So you know, it's just the way this thing kind of goes. The King of Cups is a lot more focused, and so we are actually being asked to focus a bit more on the cups, on the 10 cups, on the joy, on the positive side of life there. Aries. Okay, I feel that actually very strongly to focus on joy because it's looking like it's already here, but maybe we're not seeing it yet. Maybe we are. I mean, you know, if you're happy, if you're loved up, absolutely wonderful. But if you're not, don't forget that you can be, and that just because things might have gone wrong in the past doesn't mean they're going to go wrong now. Okay, I say that a lot, you know, there's a lot of meanings to these cards that kind of come up one card after another in slightly different ways. But loads of meaning to it anyway, yeah, right. Got my stainless steel mug today and a quick drink of Earl Grey tea. Right, so I would like to know some more about the Ten of Cups here, actually. I'll show you one thing in particular I'm wondering about. These two characters in the background, they're kind of chess pieces, but they appear to have no feet and they're just kind of flying in the sky there. Now, when we get chess pieces, in this deck, which is, let me show you, Tarot in Wonderland, it's based on the Alice in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass stories. When we get anything to do with a game, kind of a game of cards or a game of chess, as in this card, it's showing that something's being worked out. You know, all the answers aren't immediately there yet. And that's a thing worth thinking about in spiritual terms, actually. I've read tarot since about 1985. But I became a spiritualist medium, or found out I was a spiritualist medium since then. In the time since then. And what I've discovered is the flow of information is very reliable, it's full of love and it's always coming. But sometimes it stops for a few minutes, or in people's lives, sometimes it stops for a few weeks, months, years. And this is simply because the spirit people will step back from us a bit and stop driving us if there are things we need to sort out in our own life. Sometimes we're not altogether aware of what we need to sort out in our own lives. That in itself is a fact of life, actually, and something we need to kind of do something about. So tell me some more about the Ten of Cups in this summer solstice spread for Aries in 2019. And let's see what comes. Trust your path. Okay. So there's some kind of trust issue, guys, holding us back from the 10 cups of joy here. And I guess it's that the cups could be half full or half empty, but this card has come up. Trust your path. It's from Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light Oracle deck. And always speaks to me of kind of the ancestors, what the Native American Indians called the grandmothers, the grandfathers, the people who went before us, who brought wisdom into this life, the people whose shoulders we stand on, really, when we kind of learn a new thing, which other people have learned before us and carried on in the world. And we are always asked to keep that journey going, you know. Everything we learn there's some continuity to it as long as we keep doing it. So trust your path, Aries, okay? That looks to me like the only reason I'm wondering why there isn't quite as much joy in this card as I usually see in it. It's a matter of trust, and it says here, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Now, think about that one, guys. I'm being very cosmic here and sort of out there in a spiritual sense in terms of the tarot, which has its very traditional meanings and everything. But guys, think about it, right? Tarot readers are guided. I don't care what anybody says. If you can shuffle a deck and pull a card out that means something to someone that they can take right there and then, there's some kind of guidance going on. There really is, I'm sure of it, okay? And that's why I look at both sides of it. Well, not just both sides. It's a multifaceted, many-sided coin. That's what it is. And I like to look at all those facets, all those coins. Well, normally I would shuffle again at this point, Aries, okay? But I'm not going to because all three came out first time. And the middle card of this spread is the Five of Wands. Now, we've got those very red clouds again there. So this is love, but it's love that's not easily won. However, the battle that's going on here almost might as well not be going on. You know, they're not looking too unhappy, these characters, and they're not looking kind of injured or anything. The pink flamingos are probably having a worse time than anything else. Let's have a look at this card. Yeah, so for some reason they're fighting with pink flamingos, and there really is no point fighting with pink flamingos, okay? So the battle that's going on, the concerns that are in mind at the moment, Aries, I'm not saying they're not real, but they're not pointing in the direction that you actually want to be going in. So that would be a good one to detach from drama with. I really think it would. Okay, so let's go into the Oracle deck and say, tell us some more, please, about the Five of Wands in this reading for Sagittarius, which I am doing in June 2019 for the summer solstice on the 21st, but which is not time sensitive and which you guys can watch anytime you like, and I hope you will. Thanks everyone who's been watching my videos, by the way. I think there's about 350 on there now, so that should keep you busy. Okay, telling us more about the Five of Wands, birthing a new age. Right, now here we are, you see. We haven't really got our eyes on the prize here. These guys, it's some kind of old battle they're fighting, okay? The energy here applies itself, different strokes for different folks. It could mean different things to different people. And the most important interpretation of this reading, friends, is the one you put on it yourself. What does this actually say to you? We've got embattled characters here, fighting the battle, and as birthing a new age has come up here, this is really what they need to be focused on, but they're not. They're still battling with the past. It says, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Okay, now look at those, listen to those dreams there. He's going to say look at them. You can't really avoid looking at them, can you? Because they just kind of come into your mind while you're asleep or daydreaming. Either is good, really, because any kind of dreaming just takes you away from being held down by the nuts and bolts of life. We've got to be kind of choosy when we do that. I've got serious things I have to do all the time. And I'm so serious about this, it kind of... I'm not going to say it gets in the way, because this is what it's all about for me. But I'm taking a new direction here. My channel seems to have suddenly started growing in the last couple of months. And I'm very grateful and delighted for that, by the way. But a lot of the stuff I was concerned about over the last kind of couple of years as I was trying to get the channel going, I was just looking in the wrong direction. You know, there's advice and there's help out there, and that's what I've found. I was looking in the wrong direction because what was actually going to happen was this, and it's happening for me now, guys. And I'm sure actually that it's going to be happening for you, Aries, if it isn't already. Different strokes for different folks, but this is very positive, and this shows big changes coming, okay? And there's going to need to be big changes, really, because we've got so bogged down in this, Aries. I mean, there's just no point being stuck in this battle, is there? No, not really. Right, oh, another drink. I get a bit dry-mouthed sometimes doing these. Right, okay, so the third card in this spread is the Two of Swords. Gosh, so all of this is leading to another decision. And that, Aries, means that all of this is leading to going onwards and upwards. Now, we're actually called back to an important decision here. I feel that this is a much less important decision, although it probably feels very, very important. Maybe it's not a decision, but, you know, the battle that's going on looks to be something mental about that to me. It's a Wands card, it's fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So it is actually your sign, this one, right? But as we get into the swords, it is air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy around this card. Now, Alice is sitting here. She hasn't made a decision yet. That's what the two swords are, which way to go. And she's kind of blindfolded, but she is facing towards reality. That's the idea. The grinning Cheshire Cat is behind her there. Excuse me, ever willing to advise, ever willing to help, and generally be wise, as the grinning Cheshire Cat usually is. But no, he's in the background, and that great sea is in the background as well. And this represents Alice has to look forward, has to look ahead. She's not doing because she's got the blindfold on, but the decisions she has to make have to be rational, pragmatic, worldly, earthly decisions that take into account excuse me, what's going on in life, what's going on in her life, and what's going on in the lives of people around her. It's an important decision, yeah? And, this is so many different people watch these readings. I can't say exactly where that important decision is going, Aries, but I'm shuffling and going to ask the Oracle deck for a bit more information about that. Yeah, but be willing to make cool, calculated decisions. Do a bit of research. If there's something important going on, don't just kind of guess. Don't just kind of think, well, it's always been all right. It always will be. It always can be all right, okay? You just got to keep being practical and looking a little bit deeper into things. But, rational decisions when this card comes up. Not an easy time either, something that might worry rather a lot of people, actually. But rational decisions are needed. So I've shuffled and asked for some more information about that. And it says here, stop overthinking, keep facing your true north because you're already doing it, Aries. Yeah, and this character really is on a magical journey here. I'm going to have a closer look at this card the right way around. Yeah, she's facing away from us, and something looks very natural about this lady. She's wearing just enough clothes not to be sort of naked in this world, but she's making a journey out into the spiritual world there, and that really is what this is all about. So although this is telling you to be practical and be rational, get things sorted out in this world, that's really because this journey is so important, and we don't want to have the distractions from the journey that we have spiritually if we can possibly help it. There are always going to be distractions, friends. That is the nature of this world. That is the nature of human life. But stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Where is your true north? That might be worth thinking about, actually, because that's an expression that's come into readings and things in fairly recent times. I've got a white beard here. I've been doing this a long time, I've been doing this since before angel cards looked like this. Angel cards looked like a little book of bus tickets when I first started. Okay. So you're already doing it, and I should take note from this one. I'm a Saggy, actually, but I'm going to take note from it anyway. Because, I have been already doing this spiritual journey for quite a long time, and I often think I'm getting nowhere. And then I look back and think, well, this happened, that happened. Certain things weren't so bad that I thought might have been bad. You never know. There we go. Anyway, we've got Cups energy with the Ten of Cups, longings, desires, and concerns around those for some reason, which I don't normally see in this card, but it is looking very, very positive if we just kind of trust and are willing to go forward with the spiritual journey. That's going to make the worldly journey go a lot better. 5 of Wands here, fire sign energy, Aries for you, Leo and Saggy. A battle going on, which strictly speaking doesn't need to be going on, or at least not going on as much as it has been doing. And the 2 of Swords, because once we make this decision, we'll be able to move on from that 5 of Wands embattled situation, and we'll be that much more free to turn around, look at the grinning Cheshire Cat, look at all that spiritual possibilities, look in fact at the spiritual sky, friends, and really find the answers. So the best card in this whole thing, I reckon, is the last one here. Okay, you are already doing it. Trust your path, really, is what it's about. It says, stop overthinking and keep facing your true north. Be true to yourself. You are you for a reason, Aries. Okay. Well, thanks again for watching, folks. I hope you have a brilliant solstice. I hope summer's been kind to you. If you're watching in the future, very, very welcome to do so. Thumbs up, please, if you've enjoyed it. Give me a subscribe. Tap that bell so you don't miss anything. I'll be back soon with more videos. Peace.